the Saints in control of the football as we resume the action in quarter number 2. From the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. They run the counter. Rodgers. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 1st down, Todd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. To throw on 2nd down, Todd. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Manning. Rodgers brings it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The final shot before break. Time. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux, but that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, Manning. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On 2nd down now, it's Rodgers. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
New York ready to go again offensively. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on first down. Time. And Walker has it.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Time. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Time. He finds his man. Complete. That's long. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Time. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Todd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, Todd. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 3rd down. Todd, he finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Todd. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Todd. Flushed out right. He's to the 10. Powers past him at the 5. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there. And he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Manning. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing now is Manning. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Manning. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Manning. Caught by Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They run the counter. It's Rodgers. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. His kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
On first down, time. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Time. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Todd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on second down. Todd going deep for Walker. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Jets 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Let's go. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Madden. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Rodgers. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Another carry now for Rodgers. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth.